Hi folks, welcome to my channel, The Average Dermadoc. Let's begin the show. Imiquimod. It is a topical immunomodulator. We all have seen already in toll-like receptor class, it is a toll-like receptor 7 agonist, which belongs to the group imidazoquinoline, which is a non-nucleoside heterocyclic amine. Usually nucleosides are heterocyclic amines, but here our imiquimod is a non-nucleoside. That's why they have mentioned that it is a non-nucleoside. Then which is the drug which is an example of nucleoside analog? Remember this question, I will answer at the end of this topic. Clear? What is imiquimod? Immunomodulator, belongs to imidazoquinoline group. What is the other drug which belongs to the same group? Resiquimod. It is even more potent than imiquimod. Coming to pharmacology, formulations available are 2.5% cream, exactly double this amount, 5% of cream. In between these two, 3.7% cream formulations are available. It has minimum systemic absorption, that is less than 1%. When applied on intact skin. I have star marked this point. Listen very carefully, it is very important. We have to apply this cream only on intact skin because it is not designed for mucosa or on broken skin. If we apply, there will be more systemic absorption and more local side effects like ulceration. So that's why even before prescription, we have to caution the patient already about this point. Never use this cream for lesions on mucosa. Coming to mechanism of action, we all know it is a toll-like receptor 7 activator. If toll-like receptors got activated, our innate immunity will get activated and then it will induce potent antiviral and anti-tumor effect. Our drug is not an antiviral per se, it is inducing innate immunity which goes and induces a potent antiviral and anti-tumor effect via mid-88 pathway. We all know that all the toll-like receptors except 3 acts via mid-88 pathway, which leads to activation of nuclear factor kappa beta, which leads to production of pro-inflammatory cytokines like tumor necrosis factor alpha, interleukin 1 alpha, 1 beta, interleukin 6, double the number, interleukin 12, in between 6 and 12, 8, 6, 12, 8, 1 alpha, 1 beta. Then granulocyte and monocyte colony stimulating factor, just granulocyte colony stimulating factor. All these are our pro-inflammatory cytokines from nuclear factor kappa beta. Then from interferon, regulatory factor 7. As the name suggests, it will produce interferon alpha mainly. This has a major role in what clearance? Which has a major role in what clearance? Interferon alpha, by stimulating or activating our cytotoxic T cells. Cytotoxic means it will kill viral infected cells and tumor cells. Another action by imiquimod is it directly stimulates the apoptosis of tumor cells, adding to this anti-tumor effect in addition to our innate immune response. Coming to FDA-approved uses, it was approved only for the age group of 12 or more than 12 years. So never prescribe this under 12 years of age group. Coming to first FDA-approved use, external anogenital warts on intact skin only. I have purposefully kept these two words within the brackets. As we already know, this cream is not designed for mucosa, only on lesions only for lesions on intact skin like perianal warts and external genital warts. Simply external anogenital warts. If it is 5% of cream, we have to apply 3 times a week on alternate days like Monday, Wednesday and then Friday for a period of maximum of 16 weeks. If lesions healed before 16 weeks, we can stop the cream. If lesions are not healing even after 16 weeks, we have to stop the cream and look for alternative treatment options. Beyond 16 weeks, there is no need to use the cream. If it is 3.75% cream, we have to use daily for a maximum of 8 weeks. Same. If lesions resolve, we can stop before 8 weeks. Even if lesions are not resolving, don't go beyond 8 weeks. For 3.75% cream, don't go beyond 16 weeks for 5% cream. Next, use actinic keratosis. 5% cream 2 times a week. That means every 3 days once for a maximum of 16 weeks. If it is 5% cream, 16 weeks. If it is 3.75% cream for actinic keratosis, we will use daily for 2 weeks, and then next 2 weeks will be off. No need to use the cream. And then again we have to start the cream for another 2 weeks. Total accounting for about 6 weeks. Next, use superficial basal cell carcinoma, which is less than 2 centimeters only. That means only for small superficial BCCs, FDA approved the use of Imiquimod. Same like genital and perianal warts, which are on intact skin. 5% cream we should use 5 times per week for a maximum of 6 weeks. How to apply this cream? What are the instructions you will give to patient? First, you have to already caution the patient that don't use this cream on mucosa. Next, you have to use this cream at bedtime by applying a thin layer. Before applying, we have to wash the lesion and our hands, basic. Then apply a thin layer and rub until it disappears with clean hands. There is no need to cover the lesion with occlusive dressings. We have to leave it as it is for 6 to 10 hours overnight. That means we have to apply this cream at bedtime. We will sleep for a maximum of 6 to 10 hours. Then immediately after waking up, we have to wash off it in the morning. If needed, we have to apply Vaseline on the surrounding normal skin to avoid unnecessary exposure onto the normal skin. Coming to off-label uses, FDA approved for only anogenital warts. We can use off-label for cutaneous warts, rest of the area other than anogenital area. Then Bowen's disease, MC, melanoma in situ, intraepithelial neoplasias, keloid, keratoacanthomas, recurrent HSV. These are all off-label uses. How much effectively it will work, we don't know. Coming to adverse effects, generally adverse effects are local and are well tolerated, like pruritus, erythema and irritation. Systemic side effects like flu-like symptoms. What and all symptoms will come under flu-like symptoms? Fever, headache, myalgia, chills. All these are because of locally produced cytokines from innate immune cells which are having toll-like receptor. Our Imiquimod will stimulate those immune cells which will release cytokines which have to act locally on the lesion, but some cytokines will enter the bloodstream causing these flu-like symptoms. That's why if we apply on mucosa or broken skin, more systemic absorption will be there and more innate immune cells may get stimulated unnecessarily. For any drug, we know contraindication is hypersensitivity. Now coming to the answer which I have asked, which is a nucleoside analog. That is nothing but acyclovir. A for acyclovir, A for antiviral. Acyclovir is a direct antiviral. Our Imiquimod is indirectly acting via immune response, that is innate immune response. That's why it is called an immunomodulator. Acyclovir is called an antiviral drug. Its main action is virostatic. Here Imiquimod is a non-nucleoside heterocyclic amine. Acyclovir mainly has acyclic sugar. That's why it is not a true nucleoside. It is just an analog mimicking our nucleoside guanosine. Because of this reason, it has acyclic sugar. We all know sugar plus guanine will form nucleoside guanosine. Its main mechanism of action is guanosine will get converted to its nucleotide form by viral thymidine kinase, and then it will get incorporated into viral DNA by viral DNA polymerase. Using viral enzyme mechanism, it will get incorporated into viral DNA and cause viral DNA synthesis inhibition. So new viruses, that is called virions, won't form, leading to its virostatic effect, effectively controlling herpes simplex virus and herpes zoster virus infected cells only. In normal cells, there is no viral enzymes, no effect to normal cells. Thus, it has minimal side effects and more specificity. We will revise Imiquimod. It is a non-nucleoside heterocyclic amine belonging to imidazopinolene group, immunomodulator, activates our endosomal receptor, toll-like receptor 7, which is useful for anogenital warts, actinic keratosis, superficial BCC A and B. Anogenital warts, actinic keratosis and superficial BCC. Remember the channel name. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hasta la vista. До свидания.